Welcome to the stage, Director of DE&I, Korryn Williamson.
Wow. I have to say, God is good because this is not normal for my family. You see, at my age, my dad was delivering packages for a living. He told me that as he would deliver packages to these beautiful homes in these suburban neighborhoods, that he was determined to live in one of these homes one day. My father, he had a dream. He also had a baby on the way. My mom was pregnant with me, and my parents weren't married, so you could say it was not exactly planned. But my dad knew he had to find a way to create a better life for me than the life he grew up with himself. Due to systemic and generational poverty that existed for my parents, their parents, and their parents' parents, my dad grew up in a 3-bedroom, 900 square foot home with 15 people. His daily thoughts were devoted to his own survival because for my dad, it was a blessing to live past the age of 25. He wasn't thinking much about college or finding a career he could retire at, or much of a future at all. But since I was coming, that had to change. My dad knew he had to find ways to break the cycles that began long before his time. And that started with creating a future for me. And he knew that he could do that through finding a career. Like many of the people we staff, my dad landed a contracting role as an entry-level IT help desk support specialist. This changed my family's life. Suddenly, his dreams of living in one of those neighborhoods where he'd once deliver packages became our reality. And once he had that opportunity, he was bound and determined to grow. He eventually went into network engineering and then cloud architecture. He was a Black man in tech with no college degree who worked his way up and earned his seat at large tech companies in the Silicon Valley like Dell, SAP, and Polycom. And my life came full circle when those same companies were customers of Inside Global, where I started in the Silicon Valley office. And it made me realize, if my dad hadn't had that one chance, that one opportunity to get his foot in the door, I would have never ended up here. If my dad were still delivering packages to those suburban homes instead of living in one, I wouldn't have access to better public education. And like him, I probably would have never gone to college either. And I for sure wouldn't have ended up here at Inside Global on stage talking with you all today. So just like a job changed my dad's life, this job changed my life. And I'm sure it's the same for many others out there. As staffing professionals, we get to empower people to break through ceilings by offering meaningful employment. Employment that they've manifested, that they've dreamt of, and that they've prayed for. And while my dad's story sounds unique, it's not. There are so many other people out there like my dad, people who work hard and have high character and just need that one chance to get their foot in the door. And so working here has made me realize the opportunity that we have as a company to live out our mission and impact the world around us. And the opportunity to give people hope through the dignity of work is for everyone, especially those who have been traditionally outcasted and overlooked. You see, underserved communities were not always afforded the opportunity to climb the ladder, but now we can. So if we all, and I mean all of us, take the time to think about more than our own personal gain, we shall lift as we climb. I say it's time we lean in, reach back, and lift up others with us as we grow. In the words of civil rights activist Angela Davis, you must act as if it were possible to radically transform the world, and you have to do it all the time. Which is why we've decided it's time for us to show up in our community, to empower people, that people like me and like my dad and like so many others belong in these corporate spaces that have underestimated and ignored our value. So, about a year ago, we came together and we said we're gonna get this bus. We're gonna go directly to people instead of waiting for people to come to us. We're gonna expand access and opportunity and our expertise. Because for us, building a resume, preparing for an interview, and searching for a job are innate. But for many, this is a very special and useful talent. This is our superpower inside Global, and we should be using it to help lift the careers of others. And now, I know I said bus, and it kind of makes me laugh because it's not a bus anymore. It did start as a bus, but now it's this massive 18-wheeler and then some. Let's get some visuals up here, team. Say hello to Inside Global's Mobile Career Center, known as the Be the Light Tour. The tour's mission is to serve and empower communities through offering advancement by providing direct access to job readiness resources and career building actions. As a true vehicle of hope, we aim to promote economic sustainability and expand access to opportunity for all. Through the tour and related workshops, our goal is to impact 15,000 people by 2025. Spearheaded by our newly promoted Social Impact Program Manager, Bree Davis. Our tour will be launching this November, starting in Atlanta and ending in my hometown, Oakland, California. So, as you can see, we're gonna be hitting 13 US cities over the next 12 months. And I just have to add, we see you, Canada. We're coming for you soon. When we come to your city, we're gonna bring our people, our clients, and our consultants together to make career magic happen. And this isn't your regular career fair. This is a cool career fair. It's an immersive experience filled with choose your own adventure and guided by experts like you. People will be able to make a resume, they'll be able to have one-on-one consultations, they'll be able to get a headshot and meet directly with some of our clients and community partners. We'll have focus workshops on how to build a resume, how to prepare for an interview, job hunting, and even increasing computer literacy. So through education, tools, and opportunity, we start the movement that creates generational change so that people like me who never thought they belonged can make a bet on themselves. And when I see this bus, it means so much to me because it makes me think of that one person who gave my dad a chance all those years ago. And so I'm asking every person here and every person out there on live stream to consider the opportunity that we have as a company who is dedicated to finding people work that empowers them, that elevates them, and that pushes them past what they forever thought was impossible. So as you exit today on Rainey Street, you'll get a first look at an exhibit highlighting the communities that we're looking to serve and more information about how you can get involved. This phrase, without limits, does not just apply to a select few. It does not just apply to you and to me, because a career without limits, a purpose without limits, and a world without limits should be accessible to every single person, no matter their background, their education, their beliefs, or the color of their skin. In a world full of stories like my dad's, we get to be the catalyst in those stories. We can and we will be the light for those who exist all around us. We will always be the light.